Hey everyone, thanks for checking it out, checking me out, checking it all out. I am exhausted. It is sweltering hot here in Tokyo. Humidity is at 900%. I've been running around the world trying to find these figures for people, for me, for you. And I got some news. Before we get to that, let's bring in Al, Mr. Bad News Bears. Al, what's going on?
Didn't expect to be on this Sunday evening, but I guess we got to drop the news, right?
Yeah. Let me see here. This is a very impromptu stream. Didn't plan it, but with what happened today, I thought I'd get into it. Oh man, so let me give you the story. So we all saw that post that Medicom put on their blog on Saturday, the 28th, saying that the figure was releasing, and they gave links to 3 of their online shops. I clicked the Yahoo link shortly after it went up, and I could order. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to pay that extra 600 yen. I'm just going to go to the store and buy it. So I didn't buy it. And then maybe an hour later, it was sold out. Now, as soon as I saw that post, I made my way to the Project 16 store in Shibuya. Now, the Project 16 store in Shibuya, it's a little bit chaotic at the time because they were closing the next day, Sunday, for 2 months for a remodel and probably a rebirth, a rechristening of a new type of shop. So it was a little bit hard to talk to the people. But I went in and I said, what's the deal? And they were like, what? And I'm like, the Brown Wolverine, it's been reissued. And they had no idea what I was talking about. And I showed them the blog and they were like, oh, no, we don't know anything about that. Now, this is around 2:30. They normally get their shipments in between like 12 and 2 o'clock. So the shipments for that day had already come and they didn't get anything. So they told me, maybe come back tomorrow and we might have some. But tomorrow being Sunday, I couldn't because I was busy the whole day. I had other commitments with my family and work, so I couldn't go. But I had my wife call because my Japanese speaking on the phone is atrocious. It's a different type of Japanese for those of you who know. And she called and they said that they had it. The store was closing at this time and that the store would be closing semi-permanently because of the work that was being done. So they recommended that she go to another store, another Medicom store, which I had actually checked that same day, and they didn't have it, and they didn't know anything. So I said, okay. So today, this morning, I was in Akihabara when Ami opened, and they had nothing on the shelves, nothing. And I hung around, went to a couple other stores. They had nothing. I then made my way to Shibuya. I went to the store that they recommended, which is Medicom Next. It's one of the newer stores for Medicom. Had no idea what I was talking about. Had nothing there. And I was like, wait a minute. Project 16 told me you guys have it. So she was, the woman who was there, she was a little bit confused. She got on the phone and she contacted another Medicom store and asked if they had it. And they did. Now, this store was maybe like a 20 to 30-minute walk. So I hightailed it out of there in the heat, in the sweltering heat, went to this store, found it. I've only been there once and I forgot where it was. Went there and I asked for it. And I got it. They only had one.
It exists.
It exists. They had one. So I said, are you getting any more? He says, nope. That's it. How many did you get? secret. What? It's a secret. Now, I don't know these people. The people that I know, I can talk to them. Not everybody's going to talk to me. But only a couple stores got these. In all of Medicom stores, just 3. They have like 6 or 7 online stores. Only 3 got it. And for their online, not their online, for their brick and mortar stores, only 1 got it. And they only had 1. So what's the deal with this? Why do you advertise that this figure's coming out the same day? And you only give like a couple. There's only a couple. Like, are these from CT? Are these CT copies? Did you sue them and have some kind of settlement? But you know how in demand this figure is. Right? Right, Al? Like,
man, this has been talked about. Oh, I think this is the most talked about figure for the past year for a reissue.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. They told me this figure was getting reissued back in like February 2024. It might have been January.
Yeah. I remember you talking about it at the time.
Yeah. They finally reissue it, the one that everybody's been clamoring for, and they're like, here's 10. What? What? Are you kidding me?
Which is crazy because, everyone was talking about the Miles, the Girihiru, Miles, and Deadpool probably never, ever being reissued again just because all those rumors about the licensing with artists and whatnot. You got both of those in the span of like a month, and they were so easy to get. So easy to get.
The ones that they know people want, they're trolling us. They're what is this? I don't have a Brown Wolverine. So here's a scoop on this, all right? I've made it known in the Facebook group that I'm a huge Jaws fan. I love Jaws. And they had a Jaws event, an art event in New Jersey this past weekend. And someone went for me and he hooked me up and he grabbed me stuff. And he asked me to grab him one of these. Actually, 2 of these. So I reached out to him and I said, look, man, they only had 1. I don't have a Brown Wolverine. I don't have one. But I wanted it for the group. I wanted to be able to do something for the group as always, right? I wanted to make it available. At least somebody can have an opportunity, especially considering it's not looking like this is going to go up on the retailers. Doesn't seem like that. None of them had it, Nakihabara. The Medicom stores didn't get them. Just 1 got them, and they only got a couple. So I'm waiting for this guy to get back to me. I don't want to name him. He's in the group. He's usually watching the videos too. I don't want to name him, but I put it out and I explained it to him. I said, listen, I'm pretty sure if they're ever going to have more, they're going to save them for that event at the end of the month, because they did that last year with the Tiger Stripe that they had reissued right before that. Actually, not right before that, a little bit before that, a couple months before that. They saved some for the event. And Bane, which had already sold out at that point, they saved some for the event. So it's quite possible, even though they're dicking with us, that they might have some at this event. So I told them, I was like, I can grab them there. I'm pretty sure they'd have them there. But it's up to you. Like, I want to make it available to the group. So I'm sure he's sleeping right now. I'll know when he wakes up what he wants to do. And if he's cool with allowing this to become a waffle, I'll do it. It'll be a 7-day waffle cutoff. 7 days. That's it. And we'll pull the winner on the live stream on July 7th. So it's a wait and see right now. It's a holding pattern with this. They only had one. They're not getting any more. The stores that I've gone to, even the Medicom stores, nobody knew anything about it. So it's looking like this was a very, very, very limited drop with specific Medicom shops, not every shop. So I'm just telling you the reality of what I'm seeing here. And like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? What's your theory, Bad News Bears?
Yeah, I mean, Wolverine alone sells like hotcakes, and from what CT has shown us, you know, that being like their first really in demand, you know, KO. There's so much money that Medicom is leaving on the table, and I don't know why. I mean, we've always talked about how bad they are with their marketing. They'll update the blog 2 to 3 weeks after we hear the news from Hobby Genki and other sites. The one time that they update their blog on time is the one time they shadow drop an impossible release.
Trolling us, man. They're trolling us.
Like, I don't even know if it's trolling at this point. This is like mismanagement or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, I don't know how people, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how people collect this stuff from outside Japan. I would lose my mind. I really would. I would lose my mind trying to get these limited drops, these exclusives. I can just go to the store and pick it up day of release. You know what I mean? And I can hunt for like the best price too. Getting the Mafex stuff here is not difficult at all. Tokyo. But like for you guys, I know a lot of people came in, you know, after COVID and they missed the boat with the brown suit Wolverine. And no matter how good and nice that CT Toys is, it's not the Mafex one. And people want the Mafex one, you know. It's a nice counterfeit bag, but I want the genuine bag. I want the Gucci, I want the whatever. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. And like I said, Project 16 is closed right now. So my access to a lot of the people is kind of down. I don't know. It's just, it's like a slap in the face to us. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then they, like you said, just this kind of shadow drop that they did out of nowhere. No hint, nothing. And still, even now, it's Monday here. It's the mid-afternoon. If Hobby Genki were getting it, they would have put it up by now. They would have. There's no reason they wouldn't have done that. So that's all I can say, guys. Like, it's looking like this is a limited drop. And I don't know why they were teasing us. What figure is this again? I don't know why they were teasing us with this, because it's just cruel. Like, this is the main figure everybody's been after. And if that CT Toys hadn't come out to kind of satisfy people's hunger and whatnot, cities would be burning right now. It's crazy. But got another one of these. And then there's this one. This is just an odd event thing. So yeah, I know people have been expecting this to start hitting those retailers, but it's not looking like it's gonna. And it looks like even if you're in Tokyo, like, most people work on a Monday. You know, I'm a bum. I have other things that generate money for me. you know, obviously not toy related, but I have other work that doesn't require me to go into a building and be there. So I was able to go. But regular collectors, man, it's awful. It sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Now, Al, you have the CT toys, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got that one just because, I mean, you know, it was cheap. I think I paid like less than $20 for it at the time. And, you know, I had a CT figure prior to that. I got Spider-Gwen before Spider-Gwen was reissued again, because at the time I think she was going for like $150. So I got her for cheap. So, you know what? Saw the Brown Wolverine was coming out, got it. And, you know, I think it's a decent figure for, you know, KO. But, you know, like I said, once Medicom reissues this brown suit, I'm still going to get it. But I don't know. Still want to play games. I might just get another CT just to spite them.
Just to spite them, right?
Yeah. But no, I mean, hopefully we'll get more news soon. Maybe the Medicom's just, you know, being hush-hush about this with even their employees. So hopefully we get more updates, more news. Hopefully, you know, but if this is going to be a crazy limited release, I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, this is the figure that everyone wants. So,
yeah. What up, Ubby? I said it right? Ubby. I said it.
Ubby.
Ah, Ubby. He corrected our pronunciation. It's actually Ubby. Ubby. Yeah. So, thanks for joining, man. Smash that like button, guys. So let's just take this as an opportunity. Anyone who came in late, just throw your questions up. I'm going through. If you have event questions, if you have regular questions, I'll try to answer them now. I know not everybody caught that stream over the weekend. What's happening? Yeah, it seems like that Brown Wolverine is gone in Tokyo. It went to a couple of the Medicom online and brick and mortar stores, and it's gone. It's gone. So normally, like if Project 1/6 gets a shipment in of a reissued figure, they will get easily like 12 to 20. Easily. This shop, they had one. So, you know, they probably only got like 3 or 4.
Oh, that's actually what I was going to ask you, if they mentioned how much they received to sell.
Well, I asked, and he was like, it's a secret.
Oh, that's okay. That's what you said. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean it's a secret? Like, this is not. Why would this be a secret? You know, of all the things to choose to keep a secret, I don't understand why that's a secret. But, you know, so the Medicom event is going to be in Omotesando Hills. It's a little bit of a shopping kind of mall. It's an upscale shopping mall, just between like Harajuku and Shibuya. So kind of like right at the tip, just the tip. So that's going to be on the 26th, and it goes for, I think, 7 days. You missed out on that, Bane, huh? Man, that's tough. Yeah, super limited. We're talking like probably they only had like a couple dozen total for everyone. So was it like, is it a reissue? Is that them finding old stock? Because they found old stock. That Batman Triumphant that I bought at Project 1/6 a couple weeks ago, that was a find. They found the box with all these, you know, these Batman Triumphant in it. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities. It seems like that. Yeah, Black Void. It's looking like that's not going to happen, unfortunately. Again, all the shops in Akihabara, none of them had it. None of them had any info on it. None of the companies, the online shops that export, to people outside Japan have put anything up yet. Only a couple of the online Medicom stores got it because they have more than the ones that they listed. They only listed 3. None of the other ones got it, just those 3. And then I went to a couple of the stores. 2 of the stores had no idea about it at all. And I was redirected to another one that had it, but they only had 1. And it wasn't a case of him like telling me, oh, I only have 1. He doesn't want to sell me 2. As he gave me the 1, he took the Wolverine that they have on the shelf, basically with the little card saying, you know, for sale, here's the price. He took it off and he removed the little sign that was with the figure. He removed it. So that was it. And I saw him reach into the cabinet to take it out, and there was nothing else in there. So that was it. So I'm pretty sure that's been explained at this point. It's not a typo. Let me explain why it's called a waffle. Because you are prohibited under Facebook rules from doing a raffle on your private page. You can do a raffle on a public group page, a public page, a private group page. You can do them on there. But we all know about a year ago, 2 years ago, during that stretch, and even before that, Facebook was just, you know, saying this is a violation, this is a violation, this is a violation, even though they weren't violations. So people just decided to start calling raffles waffles, and that's the name that stuck. So that's why we call them waffles, to kind of avoid any hint that Facebook might nix it. So Miles is up if you want to pre-order them. A lot of the shops, I think, at this point have put them up. If they haven't yet, they will. That's going to be a general re-release, and that's coming out in August. So that's it's a renewal version. So the coloring, either his skin tone or the suit, will be slightly different based on the other renewals that have come up. Yeah, so he's up on most of the places. Man, I got my steps in. What's the temperature here right now? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I don't even know where my phone is at this point. Where did I put it?
Let's see.
Oh, seriously, where did I put my phone? I don't even know where I put it. Oh, I know where it is. Let's check the temperature. So the temperature right now, real temperature is 93 degrees. So let me get the real field temperature. That means with the humidity. This is from AccuWeather. Let's hope it gives me the... It's at 100 degrees. So I was running through the streets trying to get to the store before, you know, before anybody grabbed them. And I was planning on buying, I was going to get one for myself. I was going to get some for the guy that hooked me up with the Jaws thing. I was going to get, you know, maybe 1 or 2 for the group. But I could only get 1. Again, I don't even have a Wolverine. So. You sure? Anyway, we'll make that decision. So there's 100 people watching. It's great. Without Ryan, we get a lot of eyes. I think Ryan scares them away, which is understandable. Please make sure you hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And throw all your questions up here. BBTS is definitely not getting it. They're not getting it.
And if they do, I mean, a lot of the stuff has been selling out fast for Mafex. Like the Deadpool reissue, it sells out so fast once someone sees it go in stock. So even if it were, chances on BBTS is not that good.
Yeah. So it's a Japan exclusive. It's not even a Japan exclusive. It's a Medicom exclusive. And it's not even a full Medicom exclusive. It's just specific, like, Medicom stores, online and brick and mortar. And I mean, it was brought up before. It's not the greatest figure either. This figure, more than anything, really deserves a 2.0 because the body proportions are a little bit off, and the legs are a little bit off, and there's some QC issues with the arms or whatever. But I mean, it's an iconic character, right? The look.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to know that people want this thing and to do it this way, they hate us. They've been taking notes from Hasbro. Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest, but everybody wants it. Let me just keep going through it. I did say it right. Yes. So I'm thinking that Wolverine will be at that event. I'm thinking it will be there. Now, if it is there, how many are they getting? That's the question. So for the event, I'm going to have multiple disguises. I'm going to grow my beard out. I'm going to bring a razor blade and cut it off, and then change my shirt and get back in line and try to get another copy of figures, another set. I'll get as many figures as I can under the constraints to make them available for people. Now I'm going to start a waffle for that Batman, because I think the Batman is probably the most in demand figure. I'm going to start a waffle for that, most likely maybe like the 10th, July 10th, and I'll have it go 2 weeks. And then the day of the event, I'll do a live stream after I post the video. I'll do a live stream and we'll pick the winner, and I'll get that figure out the next Monday, like the following, because it'll be the weekend and the post office is closed. I'll get it out the following Monday to whoever won. I'll prioritize that. I'll get it out. I'm very slow getting stuff out. I'll prioritize that. But that's the plan. So if they have Wolverines there, I'll try to grab more Wolverines too. But they definitely will have a limit on how many you can buy. So what up, S-Beam? Thanks for being here, man.
Yo.
Yeah, it's almost like they found a case. But why put it on the blog? Just shadow drop it. Why get everybody excited for this thing? Just put it out there. If you're only selling it through Medicom, just, make those old posts, make them go live. Reactivate them. I don't know. Like, I don't understand it. I do. You gonna grab me one?
Which one's that one? Which one's a do exclusive?
I don't know. It's an exclusive. I'll take it.
Oh, man. Imagine you get that pink Vanguard before Ryan does.
I'll take it. Bobby's working on his Boston accent so he can fit in locally. I'll help him out. I'll give him lessons. Yeah, the Magneto reissue. Yeah. Now, Al, do you have that? Is that one of the figures that you need?
No, I chat with Limoncello pretty daily, and we were just talking about that earlier today. I was telling him how Magneto was always on sale over here in the U.S. on Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. And so, I kind of put him down on my priority list of what to get because, I felt like, hey, if he's always on sale, he might be easy to get.
Yeah.
Just kind of like how
Yeah.
Jean Grey and Storm always go on sale, and they're still around.
It's still around.
And when I decided to like finally pull the trigger, sold out everywhere. And he is reselling from anywhere from 150 to 250. So I'll just wait for a reissue.
Yeah. Now Jeremy says, what will happen to the Hobby Genki listings? Okay, so we went over the Hobby Genki situation on our last stream. Hobby Genki put up a reaction listing. They put it up anticipating that they'll get it. Doesn't mean they'll get it. They're anticipating they'll get it, so they just made something so that when they do get it, they can instantly go live. Because we all know if you're not first, you're last. Especially when it comes to sales, right? If people are buying all their stuff from, ABC over here, XYZ, they're gonna have a harder time moving their product because everybody bought where it came out first. So that's one reason that Hobby Genki is always quick to put stuff out, because they know people will flock to them. And when you put it out there, you get people visiting the site. You get clicks, and that's great for them if they want to sell advertising and gain clout. And that's how every company is. But again, this was a reaction post for them. So normally they don't do that. Normally they're breaking the news before Medicom. Medicom will start, putting out to their retailers, hey, we have this product. Do you want to sell it? Do you want to carry it? And so they'll be the first one to put it out there. They're very fast about that. So them putting it up is no guarantee at all that they're going to sell it, especially considering it's almost 2:00 now on Monday here in Tokyo, here in Japan. And they still haven't put anything up. They haven't made it live. So the fact that they haven't lends credibility that this is it. Like, that's, unless this was like an early wave and the rest are coming later. But that would just, why would they do that? But nothing's been put up. Normally, these companies, they're very quick to put it up. They still haven't put anything up. This was announced, I would say, probably 48 hours ago at this point. And if they haven't put anything up yet, it's probably not going to happen. And the stores that had it here, they're gone. They're sold out. So it was very limited through Medicom. Very limited. Yeah. Like, you don't even have to gauge like the mood. Like, people have been saying they want it.
I'm actually surprised they didn't pull a renewal for this figure.
Well, maybe they're going to.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
still possible.
Getting rid of surplus stock.
That's definitely something I thought about too.
Maybe
if they really did. Yeah, if they really did find a random box of, brown suit Wolverines, get rid of these.
And it makes sense that they would go through their own shops to sell it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Because you couldn't pick favorites when it comes to the retailers. So the idea that maybe we're getting a 2.0 or even a 1.5, because a 1.5 is going to differ from the 1.0. It's going to have a different color scheme. So maybe these were just figures that they had hanging around. And now that they've decided to, update the figure, maybe that's why they're going out.
Hey, maybe that's why it's maybe that's why it's a secret.
But I think that sounds like the most plausible theory at this point. Would you say? Like, this is stock they found. They're planning on updating the figure, and they had to get rid of that other stock because otherwise, like, nobody wants it.
Yeah, I know when we talked about this, lot last year, and this being a renewal was definitely what I predicted initially. because they're going to sell it no matter how much they hike the price up, whatever, 70, 80 bucks, USD, it's going to sell.
Yeah. So we're joined by CT Toys for Life.
Hey, just wait a minute. I'm on the phone with somewhere in Japan. Hold on.
Okay. So the question is Andrew Garfield, August. That would be the earliest. August would be the absolute earliest. I would say it's most likely September. But who knows? It very well could be.
Hey, I just bought all the stock up, so sorry about that. Okay. What are we talking about tonight?
Nothing. Our new appreciation for CT Toys.
We're talking about how you're going to give away a brown suit Wolverine on your YouTube stream.
Well, while Kaiju Daddy was taking a nap this morning, I went on all the I called all the shops and bought them all. So sorry about that.
I don't know your story. I'm guessing this is me. Are you permanently in Japan? I am semi-permanently in Japan. I don't plan on staying here forever. It's got to be interesting for locals to have an American there with one of the most stereotypical American accents. My wife doesn't realize I have an accent. I tell her I have a Boston accent. You do? What's that? My kids don't have the accent, which is sad. I wish they did. But most Japanese, yeah. I mean, even at work, my coworkers, I don't use the accent. I've been able to train myself to not use the accent. Years ago, I used to work for the National Park Service, and in Boston, and I got my degree in antebellum African American history, and I used to do the Black Heritage Trail, which is like the Freedom Trail in Boston. It's a historical walking tour for the Park Service. And one time I had this group, and we could get groups of like 2 to like 120 at any time. And you have to navigate them around, the city of Boston. And we stopped in front of this house, and I was talking about this guy. This guy's name is John J. Smith. And his profession, he was a barber. But of course, with my Boston accent, I said he was a baba. And this guy and his son were in the front. And when I finished saying that, the son says to his dad, he says, "Dad, what did he say?" And the father says, "I don't know." They didn't know what I said, Baba. So, Baba. So at that point, I started to train myself to actually use my R's. So when I work here, often I can use it, but when I'm relaxed, when I'm drinking, when I'm angry, when I'm excited, my accent comes out, and people are usually shocked. Most people here don't think I'm American. They think I'm Australian, or they think I'm British. So they don't think Americans sound like that. So again, with the questions, if you have questions, throw them out there. Do we know when Mafex Rogue is releasing? So I addressed this during the live stream. They told me that if any other figure is going to release in July, it's going to be Rogue. I guess Rogue is at the top of the list in terms of next figure scheduled to release. Now, a lot of the retailers have her for August, the end of August. And that can change based on what Medicom tells them. But Medicom, the people at Medicom told me that right now we got Wolverine, possibly, but we have those 3 event exclusives coming out on July 26th. If they anticipate any other releases, they told me it's probably going to be Rogue. But we'll see. They didn't know about that brown suit Wolverine, so we'll see. Who knows, right? Who knows? I'll ship it your way. Okay. Deal. Bet. How will we know it's going to go up for pre-order? What are we still talking about the Wolverine? It's not going up for pre-order. That's what we're talking about. But yeah, give the collector some subs. He puts together some funny shorts, and he likes to do giveaways, so it's worth your time. It's not even that good. Some of the Marvel Legends are better. Maybe. I mean, in terms of the Mafex hierarchy as a figure, it's not that great. It just looks good. It's Brown Suit Wolverine. Yeah. So wanting them all for himself. Let me see. Mafex is allergic to money. It seems like that. It really does. Green Deluxe Praetorian. I'll take it.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Oh, that's the one that comes with that.
That's
like
the
flamethrower, right? The big flamethrower.
Yeah. We'll work something out. Yeah, they're definitely allergic to money. And yeah, like even the bear bricks, like if you go on the blog, they've announced like 30 bear bricks in the last 3 weeks. 30.
Insane.
And they come in different sizes too. There's like 3 sizes.
Yeah, there's like the really, really big ones.
The real big ones that are like the size of Ian. And then, there's and then there's like the small ones. Yeah. And then there's the mid-sized ones. I won a bear brick. I said it last event last year.
That's right.
They gave people a coin and you could do the hook game. And it's in the box. And I got it. So I won a bear brick, and it's somewhere over there. Maybe I'll do that as a giveaway. I don't think anybody's into bear bricks here. I don't know. AD, do you think Mafex event exclusives will be available on their online store on day of event? No. Whatever doesn't sell at the event will be put on their online stores afterwards. The question is how long? How long after the event? Now, if we use the Star Wars Celebration, I think that was about, what would you say, Al? A week? 2 weeks after? I think somewhere in between a week and 2 weeks. The Star Wars Celebration.
The Star Wars stuff, I think, came out about 2 weeks after. I think. And for sure, no later than 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then it was maybe another 2 or 3 weeks after that, you started seeing retailers getting them. But the wording on the release for those was very different than the wording on the release for these. So those were advanced sales subject for, later release. This is saying anything not sold is just going to be sold through Medicom. And the store exclusives, the Dark Knight Returns, Batman and Superman silhouettes, and the Webman figure, those are exclusives which they've never made available to any retailers. So they have a history. They do have a history of not making things available. So keep that in mind. They might not be available. So if people need them, start booking your tickets to grab them. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I'll try to grab some. I'll try to get as many as I can. I'm not rich. I'll get as many as I can afford. And that's one of the benefits of doing the waffle in advance. It helps me buy that figure. And if there's any extra, I can buy more. So, I'll do what I can, guys. Oh, nice. So when's your video detailing everything you got, man? Let us know. If I haven't gotten to it, let us know. Hold on a second. Mafex reminds me of McFarlane. Oh, hey, you missed the figure? Oh, well, maybe you can kiss your friends. Yeah, like McFarlane is known for that. Those chase figures. Like, I understand it, but it gives people such frustration. You don't have to do that. Understand that, collectors can be fickle, and there's a lot of options out there these days. Mafex ain't the king of the ring anymore. You gotta be careful what you do. You know, there's other big boys in town putting out better stuff than you. Cheaper than you, better than you,
coming out faster too, a lot faster.
A lot faster. So, you know, be careful. When people walk away, it's very hard to bring them back. It's very hard. If I'm in on a line and I'm collecting the line, once I stop and then I start missing those other releases, getting me to come back into that line knowing I've missed all this other stuff, and I probably sold that other stuff or gave it away or traded it, it's like impossible. So, oh, what are we looking at? Your VJJ? What was that? Pay resale, wait for the reissue. Yeah, they pull it, and
I'd say at least with Magneto and some of these figures that are going for a lot, it doesn't seem like they'll be going any much higher. They're kind of at that $150, $200 price point. Me personally, I'm going to wait for the reissue. I think another Magneto is definitely something that would be reissued and not impossible to get, like this Brown Wolverine. But you know, and especially once X-Men 97 season 2 comes out, they got to reissue something to coincide with it. So, you know, I mean, this isn't normal for Medicom to do. So reissue something and just make it impossible. So we'll see.
I think you're going to see this brown suit at the event. So don't lose hope.
I do too. I do too.
Don't lose hope.
I really believe it'll be there.
Yeah.
So again, if you're in the Facebook group, if you're not in the Facebook group, join up. And if you do, answer the questions. Like, come on. Answer the questions and then reference like Kaiju Daddy on YouTube or the YouTube stream or whatever. I get as many hard to get figures here as I can for the group. If you're not in the group, like, I don't offer it anywhere else. I don't put it on Reddit. I don't put it on other Facebook groups. It's only our group. And, you know, there's the figures there. Right now, we're doing the Chaos Superman, the National Defender. It's sold out everywhere. It's like $200 or more. I have the one for the group, and I have the one that I got for Ryan that I'm going to give to the group too. So
wait, you know, what was that? What? What are you doing?
I heard that you know, you and Ian are gonna have to do a cage match for hardcore Hell in a Cell.
Off the top rope.
Sumo wrestling.
What's going on, Loco Lou? What's popping? Loco Lou needs that Wolverine. What's going on, man? All right, Richard, man. Thank you for at least being in here for this pot.
Oh, there we go.
So why do they show coming soon? They show coming soon because they're anticipating getting it. They saw that Mafex announced it, and they just put it up there to get people's eyes on them and say, all right, they're going to have it. Let's keep refreshing that page, waiting for it to go live. They do that all the time. Now, Ian contacted stores. I went into stores. None of them had heard anything about it. I went to Medicom stores. Medicom stores had heard nothing about it. So those stores that put listings up, it says sold out. That they just put sold out. It's either in stock or it's sold out. There's just two options. So if it doesn't say in stock, it just says sold out. Sometimes they'll have coming soon, but generally it's just one of the two. I don't think it's going to go up there. I think it would have, if it was, it would be there now. The fact that none of the stores in Akihabara got it, if anyone would get it, they would get it. None of them had it. None of them knew what I was talking about. Medicom stores didn't know what I was talking about. And only one Medicom store had it. And they only had a couple. And I got the last one. So.
Now, do you think the street date, or do they even have street dates there? Maybe it's, you had a couple people.
There's street dates, yeah.
Maybe you had somebody did it on mistake, or the social media post was a mistake.
Yeah, that was something that we speculated on the other day.
Yeah.
That maybe it was a mistake on their part. But I don't know. Like, Al had theorized, and I think it's a good theory, that they're coming out with either a 1.5 or a 2.0, and this is some of the excess stock that they had. All companies keep excess stock just hanging around, right? They all do that. Yeah, and now they've decided, all right, we're going to get rid of it.
And sometimes they might have even forgot they had some.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just spitballing here. We're just spitballing. Who knows? Yeah, but I mean, we hope everyone gets their hands on one. Again, I don't have one. I don't have a brown suit Wolverine. I passed. It was one of those cases where here's the figure. It's sitting there. I have other figures that I want to buy. I have hot toys that I want to buy that aren't going to hang around. I got to use my money on those. And by the time I'm ready to buy that Wolverine, it's gone. You blink and it's gone. So I missed out. I got this. But I'm willing to make it available for everybody because, number one, I think there's going to be more at this event. I really do. And number two, I know that some people out there probably want it more than I do. I have the yellow stripe. I'm cool with that. I have a Wolverine. So, yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. How many renewals? The RoboCops were the first renewals. They did 2 renewals there. And then they did Peter Parker and they did Miles. And now they're doing the other Miles, the adult Miles. Am I missing any, guys? 5 renewals?
Miles. Yeah, you're missing.
Where's your camera? What is this?
Dude, I'm trying to make a video and I'm not putting it on a camera. Sorry, I'm doing like my OnlyFans. I'm doing YouTube. I'm trying to do my haul video. I'm looking right now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more boxes I have to open and have it done by tomorrow night. So I don't know what my problem.
Will that get your attention, Ryan?
So it doesn't say CT Toys, so Ryan's not interested.
What? I'm not even looking at the phone. Sorry.
But look at the bar. They weren't doing that when this first came out, right?
Yeah.
What?
That's new. With the hands are in the bar.
Oh, the little holder like thingies.
Yeah, pull up a picture of the initial release.
Yeah, let me see.
And then they had them up. They would flip flop them, so they'd be upside down or upside down.
Does.
Okay.
No, it looks like this one does.
Transformers.
But
yeah,
they
it
would
looks
be
like this
flipped.
This one came with the little hand bars.
Did it?
Which way was it? Was it pointed up, the hands, or pointed down?
Pointed up.
Okay.
I'm just looking
so
at
those
off-road pictures.
So is yours different, Robert?
No, mine's the same.
Huh.
If you know, you know.
Oh, was that Rodimus? Nice.
This is like a $400 or $500 figure that I might make available on the waffle for the channel members. We'll see. Not the waffle, the giveaway. I'm so used to saying waffle. So are we gonna get announcements in July? I would say so. They haven't skipped a month of announcements ever. They've skipped months of releases, but they've never skipped months of announcements. It's blasphemy. I don't know, KJ, man. I go back home and I see all these people without the accent, and it brings a tear to my eye. You know, that's a part of history that's disappearing. Yeah. Transformers, man. Transformers are what got me back into collecting toys. Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, you know, there's just multiple theories, right? It's either it was announced too early, but if it was announced too early, why did they have stock? Right? You can announce it too early, but the stock being there that's another issue.
Yeah.
So
and, I mean, plus, hey, they put up the blog first. You know, like yeah. we didn't know anything about it, so we found out when everyone found out. So that's just Medicom marketing. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. No one says anything important. That's usually how it goes. Let me see. So don't listen to the collector. He doesn't collect Valiverse stuff.
I already took care of it. You don't have to worry about me. I went in other channels to deal with it.
Okay. Okay. Big B's Corner. You'll be there for the next live. All right. The next live is tomorrow morning, my time. So tomorrow night for you guys, Monday night.
7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. And the collector will be joining us, and he'll be taking the reins on some of the G.I. Joe stuff and the Valiverse stuff. So make sure you tune in and check that out. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Curtis. How's it going, man? Oh, thanks for joining. It already went on sale. It already went on pre-order on Saturday, and it's gone.
But
it's gone forever. What movie is that from?
Oh man.
First one I see in the comments who can tell me, you'll get an extra spot on a waffle. Forever.
Goonies?
Come on. You only get one guess.
Oh, I'm dismissed.
Write it in the comments. First person to guess correctly in the comments gets a waffle spot. Yeah, they're just placeholders, man. That's all they are.
Oh, looks like we got the answer.
Do you know what it is?
I'm not going to say it. We already have answers in the comments section.
All right, well, we'll see. I got to get through these comments first.
Yeah. I think Snipple's talking about Transformers.
Yeah, Snipple. I'm a Transformer guy. There's other people who are Transformers.
I was close.
Yeah, I'm probably close.
Genre was.
Maybe.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go through. The Lunar Park store, huh? What are they pricing it at? What's the price? Can anyone check? So that new store opens at the end of August. We don't even know, because when they made their announcement, they referenced Project 1.6 coming to a close. So So it's quite possible they're going to rebrand it. Maybe Project 112. Who knows? Like, we'll see. Right?
I don't know. This Luna Park store. I don't see it on here.
So Figure Watts, we're going to talk about Monster Arts tomorrow. Monster Arts has a new subline that they made 2 announcements for today that we're gonna talk about. Yeah, they're expensive on BBTS because BBTS is buying them through a supplier. Like, they're not getting the wholesale price.
Ah, okay. Actually, I did find that Scarlet Spider listing. They have it listed at 20,000 yen.
Yeah, they're buying it there.
Yeah.
They're buying it there and they're going to resell it. Yeah. So, you know what figure really needs a reissue is that Ahmed Batman. Nobody talks about that. The Ahmed Batman from The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, yeah. The comic
Especially
version.
with that Chaos Superman that released.
Yeah.
You know?
And Isaac Wong used that figure in his photos with it.
Yeah. The collector has one in his arsenal, right?
What is he talking about?
The Ahmed Batman. You have the black silhouette one, right?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's a good figure. It's a really nice figure. Do you have the regular one?
Yeah, I have both.
Both?
Yeah. That's the figure that Entertainment Earth had like for $50 for a couple days.
The Mafex
the regular armor one, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's sold. I mean, it's sold out though. But
yeah.
You had opportunities, got to jump on it.
So that Doomsday, we should see it. We should see it with paint. We should see it colored very soon. That event is what, 4 weeks away at this point. But that Figure Watt stuff is the Gameverse stuff is gonna be great.
I think they're gonna have Wonder Woman coming out hopefully soon. So
Figure Fight Club, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, Sandlot. Look, Smalls. Oh man, he just beat you to it, huh? Just beat you to it. Forever. I have Japanese kids here doing that. They love doing it. On the Transformers show? No, he don't want me. He don't want me. He said I got to audition. What? He said I got to audition. I ain't auditioning for a Transformers show.
What?
He should audition for me.
Audition? Shit.
What is 13,800 yen? What are we talking about here? Rogue?
In US dollars.
What, 138 bucks? 20,000 yen?
13.
We have a warning about Luna Park. Don't pre-order their stuff from their eBay. They screwed them over several years back by completely forgetting to ship a Beskar Mando. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Hope you got your money
in general back. Just a disclaimer for anyone. I mean, always do your homework, but it's usually generally not recommended to ever pre-order on eBay. Just because, and it might be different for everyone because depending on what bank you use or what credit card you use. But generally, if you use PayPal, they only do 90 days of buyer protection. And some of these pre-order listings, you're putting up pre-orders like a year or two in advance, and once
you have no protection.
You have issues. Usually no protections, and even then, most banks maybe give you a year at the most, if anything.
Yeah, the only card I've heard is American Express. You can cancel that stuff anytime.
Yeah.
Are they legit? they're quasi legit. They get stuff, but they're kind of like, they'll do stuff regular and then they'll do stuff at, you know, bloated prices as well.
Yeah.
So they're almost like a reseller.
They're kind of like the guy at the liquor store on the corner late at night. You give him some money, he said he'll meet you back in a couple hours, and he doesn't show up. So be careful.
Is it the liquor store or is it the lingerie store?
Well, both places. I didn't want to get into specifics.
Okay. It's not a 2.0. It's a restock. It's a 1.0. It's not a 1.5. It's not a 2.0. I did see those photos. I think the figure looks good. The head sculpt, not so good. But that's run of the mill, I think, with figuettes these days. They're not really banging out nice heads. They haven't for a long time. And, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, just be careful wherever you're buying stuff. If you're in a group of collectors, before you pull the trigger, ask people if they've dealt with them. You can never tell with reviews, right? The people who run the scam could be putting those reviews in, right? We don't know. So the best way is to actually ask people who've maybe crossed paths with these stores what they think or what they've heard, because you don't want to get
Or you ask for their address, pull them up on Google Maps, take a look at the neighborhood. You'll get a little feeling.
Mafex Hulk. It doesn't seem like we're getting one this year. We didn't hear anything about it.
Maybe
Medicom.
Yeah, maybe at the event next month.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
hey,
you know,
people are saying Medicom Hulk. Medicom.
The Medicos Hulk, I'll be in on that. Absolutely. Yeah.
And at least we've gotten some type of announcement from Mesco, so hopefully we see more on that too at Comic-Con.
Yeah. And Figure Arts is supposedly doing a 2.0 of their Avengers line. So, you know, we've got that. So Sneaky, he wants some import company to do it right. The only real option for Batman Beyond is McFarlane. Yeah.
And I was just mentioning, I did pre-order the Rebel Tech Amazing Yamaguchi Batman Beyond, just because, you know, even though it's not your traditional Batman Beyond, we don't really see him too much in figure form. So I just had to get it.
Gundam is legit.
Yeah,
Gundam is
they're legit. I've ordered from them. Never had issues.
Yeah, never. And they are a breakaway sub store from Show Z, which has been like most people's Transformers go-to for the past decade. So they're really good. Yeah. I'd love a Mafex comic Ant-Man Wasp 2-pack. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
bring all the classic Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, Pablo. I mean, you know, everybody got excited. I got excited. I saw that. Like, finally, we're getting it. And then for the way they did it, like, if you only had a few of them, don't make the announcement. Just put them in the stores. And if people go in the stores, you have stores. Just put them in the stores. And if people go in and see it and they buy it, they buy it. But, you know, you got people all over the world getting excited for this thing.
Insane.
All over the world. And you didn't make it available to anybody outside the country. That's crazy. So, yeah, Cap needs more Avengers to assemble. Absolutely. And we are caught up with the chat. That took a while. Thanks, guys, for the comments and the questions. I appreciate it. I do. So, so with that being said, again, a recap. I went all around the world this morning. I went into stores in Akihabara. None of them had it. None of them knew anything about it. I went into Medicom stores on Saturday. They didn't know anything about it. 2 different stores. Neither of them knew anything about it. Called them up yesterday. They said that one of the stores had it. I went there today after Akihabara, went to that store. They didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't have it. They sell the Mafex line. They didn't have it. So I was like, wait a minute, because they were ready to just dismiss me. Like, no, we don't have that. And I was like, wait a minute. Project 16 told me you did. So what gives? And so they got on the phone and they called another Medicom store. And that store said they did have it. So I walked over to that store. It's about a 30-minute walk. I walked over to that store, got in. They had it. They had one. And they were like, it's the last one. You got it. It's like, okay, are you getting more? Nope, we're not getting any more. Okay. How many did you get? Can't tell you. Okay. So none of the online retailers, just like Akihabara, none of them have put it on their websites. It's not listed as in stock, as a pre-order, none of that. So now it's 2:30 on a Monday afternoon. If they were getting it, especially Medicom announced it, if they were getting it, they would have put it on and they would have made it go live. It hasn't. So it stands to reason that in this case, that figure is not going to be available this month, June. I think it'll be at the event in July. I think they'll have some there, some in stock. I could be wrong. Now, Al has a good theory that I subscribe to, that they're probably working on.
What? Look, do you see this comment here?
This one?
Yeah.
That they are probably putting out a 1.5 or a 2.0. And they wanted to get rid of some of the excess stock that they had. Is that your burner? Now, which one is this?
Warrior with ball and chain, Savage Crucible.
Savage Crucible?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this guy.
Why?
I got to heat up his hands to get the shield on right. I don't know, man. I just can't get him in a pose or anything, so he's tough.
Yeah.
But
does he just not articulate well?
The cape. Well, I mean, he's going to articulate if I heat him up, but to get the cape on, it's a pain. But I got it on now. It's not going anywhere. But I mean, it's a cool line though.
Oh no!
Yeah. So there he goes.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah. He's tough.
Yeah. So again, if you're in our Facebook group, Al, can you put the link in?
Yep.
If you're in the Facebook group, I will make as many of these figures from the event available to people as possible. I can't hook specific people up unless I owe you a favor. Some people hook me up, I return the favor. But generally speaking, I'm going to try to get things for the group and, let you guys fight it out and see, who's still standing at the end. So we'll do it that way. Mr. Grit, why can't they get their stuff together and make enough figures? Not very Japanese to not be efficient. Very true.
I think Todd McFarlane should buy him out. Then you wouldn't have to wait for anything.
They could buy McFarlane out.
Yeah. They make that much money, huh? Off those bear bricks.
Those bear bricks, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They gotta team up with McFarlane and have Mafex Ross exclusives. Get Brown Seal Wolverine at Ross.
Yeah.
Well, Dollar General had exclusives.
Yep.
I mean, it's possible.
I kind of lost my mind thinking that like Walgreens got exclusives.
Oh yeah.
Like what? Walgreens? To me, Walgreens.
Yeah, Black Series
like
and the Marvel Legends that would be on Walgreens would always go up way in price because I got an employee discount because someone I knew worked there at one time, and I would hook people up all the time.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck did they have? They had who did they? Emma Frost, I think, was huge.
They
Silver
had
Surfer, Black Series. I don't know if they had the Black Series. I don't know. I found Punisher there, a bunch of those.
Didn't they have a Fantastic Four wave that was Walgreens, I think, too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they had the Thing, I think, was really hard to find at one time. It's crazy. Now they reissue so many of those. I lose track.
Yeah. Yeah, so much stuff. The Fantastic Four wave was Walgreens, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And the Moon Knight?
And then they have a Doom. I think a Doom was Walgreens at one time.
Is the name Limoncello or Limoncello? Is it Limoncello or Limoncello? The Cuckoo Sisters. Who are the Cuckoo Sisters?
Yeah, I got those.
Oh, Marvel. Yeah.
Marvel?
Yeah, the telepaths. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I got the 3 of those.
The Hellfire Club stuff?
Yeah.
They're like the ones that were like Emma Frost like students.
The new X-Men, I think.
So I was telling the guys when I was walking from, I went to not Project 16, but the other Medicom store because Project 16 is closed. I went to Medicom Next, and then I walked by Pop Mart. They have a Pop Mart not too far from Hot Toys. It's on the same road. And the line of people, mostly like women, mothers, young girls, waiting to get that newest drop for those Pop Mart figures. It's like, man, they look all right, but who's going to still want that stuff in 5 years? I don't know.
What are you talking about? Wait, we're talking about the Labubus?
Yeah. They had like a white Labubu.
I only got a few just because once I saw them in like Dodgers and Lakers outfits, I was like, I need that.
Yeah. Get it?
I'm not. Oh yeah, I have a few. I'm not in it for like the rare
What
ones.
do they cost?
Usually about like 50 and 60. The first one I got though happened to be the rare one of that wave, and I guess it like resells for like $200. I'm like, I'm just gonna sell this. I don't care about the color. Like, give me a brown suit Wolverine for this. Come on.
Now, Al, have you ever had limoncello? The drink?
No.
No, that's why I said, is it limoncello or is it limoncello? There's an alcohol drink. It's an Italian drink. It's limoncello. It's pretty good. I'm guessing that's where the name comes from. I'm guessing. It's good stuff. You heard that the Mafex jacket is plastic now. No. A couple of morons on our last stream erroneously forgot that it's a cloth jacket. We just totally forgot. And when we were looking at the pictures, I got cataracts clouding my eyes. It looked like it was sculpted, but it's not. It's still cloth. They haven't made any announcement on the contrary, and it's highly unlikely that they would change it without announcing it. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I don't even know how I woke up late for that one, so I'm not sure what you guys were thinking that it wasn't soft goods.
Yeah, yeah. Well, see, Ian said it, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot. I went along. He hooked me in, you know?
Yeah. But you know what? I'm just wondering how those are going to hold up, especially like the Superboy jacket. Oh, man. It just...
Yeah.
That looks like Flake City in a couple of years, but...
And a word to the wise, that Superboy is getting very, 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 very low stock in Tokyo. So some places don't have it anymore. So if you're on the fence, you better get it quickly, because I don't anticipate it lasting.
Oh,
it is definitely definitely one of the top figures this year from Mafex. Definitely.
The collector left. I was about to ask him because I know
you didn't know he left.
I don't know. He just I never tell with that guy. Because he had one on pre-order with Amazon. I wonder what happened with that. If you got any updates.
Yeah. So Bitsin, yeah, we said it in the stream. I don't know if people took that up, but we clarified in the stream. Like we got checked, and we said, yeah, that's our bad. Like it is a cloth jacket. But we said it during the stream that it was plastic. I think we got checked within 30 minutes. And then, you know, our bad. We're sorry about that. But I'm only starting to hear that it's plastic since the stream. So I'm wondering if maybe some people jumped out and didn't hear us clarify that.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the pictures too, just like zooming on, you could see like the stitching and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just looks so good in the pictures that it does look sculpted.
Yeah. I mean, it really does look good. It does. All right. So I don't really have anything else to add beyond that. Again, we'll be doing a live stream tomorrow, 6 figures a month. We're going to talk about some kaiju stuff, meaning Godzilla. We're going to talk some G.I. Joe stuff. We'll be doing the waffle for the Batman Triumphant. That'll be, the winner will be picked tomorrow. And maybe 1 or 2 other things. We'll see. We'll definitely talk about that Superman, people's impressions. So make sure to check it out. Make sure to join the stream. And with that, Al, you want to say anything before we sign off?
Let's keep our hopes up, guys. Hopefully Brown Suit does actually get a proper release. But if not, we all know where to go for a Brown Suit. AliExpress.
All right, guys. So again, thanks for joining. I thought it was worth saying because, you know, Medicom's never going to say anything, and there aren't too many people here trying to get you guys information. So I went around, I figured things out, and I thought I'd just share it. So with that, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So be good, be safe, have a good night, have a good day, and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.
All right, good night, guys.